Namaste, everyone, and welcome back to our evening session number two on Evening Dhyanam. Just to keep ourselves rooted and anchored, these sessions are for that purpose. Mind by itself, along with the senses, is like water without banks. Wherever the senses move, mind moves. And truly speaking, in an entire lifetime, also, there is very little meaningful things that we probably engage in. Generalizing, of course, but our idea is just to maximize it as much as possible. So, take a comfortable position. The evenings will be a little shorter because I won't be talking, and also because it's a new time. So, it'll take some practice for the mind to groove into. As I've said before, sunrise and sunset times are very ideal times for just a short memory reconnect or reinforcement or recheck, and so these guided sessions. So take your position cross-legged or Padmasan, Sukhasan, half Padmasan, or on a chair. Hands in a mudra, Gyan mudra, or you can keep them like that, like this, on your knees, or you can interlock your hands like this in front of you, or you can keep them like acceptance, open on your lap, whatever's comfortable. One of these hand positions will be most tuned to you. So we stick to that. Take a few deep breaths. From the nose, exhale from the mouth. We will find that evening times, there'll be more thoughts running. There is also more disturbance in the background, activity. The Rajas is still active, conducively active. Habits have kept us active. So, in the evening, you may take a little longer to do physical relaxation, mental relaxation. Always make sure that your breathing has synchronized itself between the abdominal movement and the chest. Before we move to the next stage of meditation, by observing the breath, You see how the thoughts quieten themselves. There is no hurry, there is no worry. If there is anything to do, this is what we are doing. That'll be worthwhile. Let us recognize for a moment the activities done during the day and for your own sake. Assess how far they take you. What is its end? What are its goals? This will help quieten the mind a little more to be able to see the true value of the activities we engage in. And this is the most important. Atmagyan, and anything done for it is the only worthwhile thing. Observe your breath now, once again. Just observe the air entering the nostril. Are you aware of it? For this sensation increases with concentrated meditation. As much your mind becomes freed of non-essential engagements, as attentive the mind gets in meditation, as focused it gets, the sensation also becomes sharp and loud. It is a great yardstick. With every breath in, tell yourself, Shantoham, Shantoham, Shantoham. Asangoham, Asangoham, Asangoham. Let the meaning of these words absorb the mind. Meaning will all have thoughts, that's okay. But let the artha, meaning, come to the forefront. What do you mean by Shantoham, Asangoham? Identify with it. Bring to your mind your Ishta Devata, Offer the pranam. Grateful that in a lifetime we have this opportunity to inquire in the truth and the inquiry be objective. In Atma Bhav, extremely grateful for this opportunity. Grateful is not adequate. But just our pranam for the intention of gratefulness. In recognition that Shastra Vidya is Ishvara Vacha, and we are recipients. If you wish, you can take a sankalpa. I take. Let me remain true to the words that I hear, as much in my capacity. And more. Let this knowledge remain in the forefront, leading human beings away from vices and impulses and deluded thinking, egoistic notions. May I remain contributory to it. You may take your own sankalpa if you wish, or leave it. Just doing it as Nitya Karma. Release the image of the Devata with a final pranam. And bring to your mind the solar orb, Surya. In my experience, about to set, Sandhya Kal. A time perfect for Nitya Karam. Since physical karma is not there, we offer our mental karma to Surya Devta. Visualize him with the 7 horses, resplendent, its rays pervading the entire cosmos. And wherever the objects are, they get revealed. But unconditionally, the rays illumine. Visualize the cosmos with all the stars that you're about to see in the skies. This magnificent universe, as much as we have known, Sun is the center of it. Offering gel, Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tat Savitarvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tat Savitarvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tat Savitarvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Visualize yourself sitting where you are, meditating, and the conscious hearer, feeler, who is seeing mentally the whole cosmos, with the sun in the center. Is this a mere physical cosmos? You, the Chaitanyam, is always a part of it. Part as in the knower of it, conscious being. Seeing life everywhere. Reflected through various upadhis. Cover them through your mind. The entire insect world, microbial world, the plant world, amphibians, the oceanic world. Hear the waves and imagine the ocean. There is a world under. Life species that we still discover. But hear the ripples by the shore, the waves splashing as the sun sets in experience. Imagine the innumerable expressions of life. Acknowledging you, the knower, Sakshi, who can merely witness it, if not identified with anything. Visualize the air space around you. Can you hear some birds or some sounds? Just be observant, Sakshi, of the sensation. Don't mingle with it. Let it remain entering as a piece of information. Let the individuality not identify with it. Bring to your mind the solar orb again, the Devta resplendent, representing the intellect, the sharpness, the clarity, the luminosity of Sukshma Sharir. Just as the sun reveals objects, so too the conscious being, wherever it falls, object is revealed, including sun. In this conscious, all-pervasive, in whom sun is revealed, revel in the recognition that this ray of consciousness envelops even sun. And it has to be more pervasive than sunlight. For sunlight falls in consciousness as objects fall in sunlight. This consciousness is now the Sakshi, with reference to everything that falls in it, and illumines the object as a thought. Observe your breath again. If your day has been very involved, you may still find thoughts. But if you have managed the day in alignment with the Shastra, with some flexibility, you see how quiet your inner being is, harmless, always a friend, supporting your conscious will, which is perhaps not even needed many a times. Once again, to the setting sun in our experience. As night falls, it will become conducive of tamasic guna. We remain watchful, relaxing sure enough, enjoying whatever perceptions, sensory, but in moderation. To conclude, I will chant Om once. You can do it loudly or within yourself. You can wriggle your toes and fingers and open your eyes when you want to. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I think everyone is able to now keep even the Devata's image for a little longer than before. Yes? Good. Yes. Thank you, Shalini. Real Upasana actually is the beginning. This is the beginning. It's only till we are able to steadily hold it for a little time, and then the real Upasana expands. Yes. Thank you, Madhula, Anisha, Veena ji. Great. Vedic Upasanas are extremely healthy, is what I would say. They keep the mind healthy. Good. Without these upasanas, why there are so many mental ill health around in the form of stress, anxiety, many other ills of the mind, kama, krodha. Worst is wrong thinking, when we take right to be wrong and wrong to be right. Yes. So, Upasana really keeps even the basic mind of a human being healthy. And it cannot be done by just knowing it. One has to do it. It's Anushtan. Karma and Upasana are Anushtan. And however clear we may be about what it is, what it means, what it's symbolic of, it will never bring this transformation that the Upasana brings now, even if it's temporary to start with. In the long run, it becomes a samskar. And our idea is that samskars themselves seek the experience. So if one practices long enough for them to become strong impressions, these are beneficial, along with later on, as we are consolidating the knowledge, as one gets clearer about the knowledge, the mind would have been equipped to do the reflection for whoever's ready. Otherwise, Upasana itself will bring the Anugraha of Vedanta Vichar. Thank you, everyone. Shubh Ratri. Shubh Din.